Morning. It's 6:30 a.m. and my mover should be here any minute. I'm really tired, but today I moved to Seoul. Yay! 안녕하세요 여러분, Nomadic Maddie입니다. Hey guys, this is Nomadic Maddie and today is moving day! Moving. Everyone's most favorite thing to do ever! So I was really worried about being able to afford this move to Seoul. Moving is kind of just expensive in general. In Korea, there are a couple of different ways that you can move. You can pay for just a truck where you can get your own friends. You guys all load it up and you're literally just paying somebody to drive it up there. You can pay for the truck and for a guy or two to help you move it, or you can pay for the full service thing where they basically come into your house, they pack all your stuff into boxes, load everything up, and then like take it to your new place. I don't like people touching my so nobody's gonna be packing anything up for me. So I basically packed up all my boxes myself. My school helped me book a mover. I paid 300,000 Korean won for this one guy to kind of help load everything up, take it up to Seoul. And so I know a lot of you guys have probably seen my apartment tour of my place in Boseong. I'll put a little link to that up here. You guys can go and check that out and you can kind of get an idea of what my place looked like before I packed everything up and moved it out, because this is what it looks like now. I was actually really sad to be leaving. This place has like been my home for 2 years. So my mover showed up at 6:30. He was right on time. And thank you to Steve, one of my coworkers at my old high school. He also came super early in the morning to help me and the mover move everything down onto the truck. So this mover showed up. He basically came up to my apartment and started like hauling all the big stuff down. They actually just used this open flatbed truck that he then kind of put some tarps over and tied up, and that was it. A lot of the furniture that I had wasn't big closet type furniture at this point, so I was just moving a lot of boxes, my bed, table and chair, and all that kind of stuff. Fortunately, that made my move kind of easy. It also kind of helps explain why it was so cheap, because there wasn't a ton of heavy lifting for him to do. So we brought everything down the elevator, loaded it up, tied it, etc. I said goodbye to Steve and left my home. Oh my god, you guys, this drive was so long. Normally when you go by bus, it takes about 5 hours or so to get to Boseong. But the buses here in Korea have special bus lanes that they can use that aren't blocked by traffic. So we were getting into Seoul around noon, which wasn't necessarily rush hour because it was a Saturday, but like if people were traveling into the city for the day, there was a lot of traffic coming in at noon. Also, I don't know if you guys know what trot music is. In Korean, it's trot. This is kind of like an older style of Korean music that was really popular with my parents' generation. Well, the Korean generation that's the same age as my parents. You know what I mean? I'm not picky about music, but it makes me want to. I hate it. And for 5 hours, I had to listen to this guy's trot music. We got into Seoul, and then we're just stuck in rush hour traffic, and it was basically like this. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, please kill me now. Okay, wait, so before we go inside, if you didn't watch my apartment hunting video, you should go back and skip to apartment number 3 because that's the apartment that I ended up choosing. And I want you guys to take a look at the difference between how much stuff this girl had crammed into this apartment and how much more room there is now. A shout out and an extra special thank you to my friend Jin, who basically showed up in Seoul in the afternoon and helped me haul all of these boxes up into my apartment. That's the other thing. No wonder it was so cheap for me to move and I only paid $300 because this guy basically showed up, pulled his truck up to my apartment, unloaded everything from the bed of it, and then dipped off. He was like, oh, I have some other appointments, so I have to go. Bye. And then just like left Jin and I there with all of my scattered into the street. And even like my tiny little old lady landlord, who is like itty bitty and hunched over and frail, she was helping haul stuff up into my room. Later on, after Jin had left and it was just me kind of unpacking and organizing things, they kept coming up to check on me because the apartment didn't currently have air conditioning. So they kept bringing me up like cold water and checking on me and making sure I was okay, and they're really, really, really sweet. Anyway, thank you so much, Jin, for helping me move. Thank you to Steve for helping me move, and to my school for coordinating the moving truck and everything. And you know, at the end of the day, even if the guy was grumpy and not particularly helpful with unloading, got me up to Seoul for cheap, so can't complain there. If you're interested in seeing what I did with this place now that I've moved into it and have gotten settled, I've got an apartment tour video coming soon and all that kind of stuff. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!